doing in Dubai? Look who it is. That's Bill's line. Fuck. Damn it, Bill. Damn it, Bill Burr. Bill Burr. My plate, Bill. Look who's live. Oh, look who it is. I'm live. I'm still alive. Very, very live. Very, very still alive. The best radio presenter from Adelaide that's ever existed. The best one that ever has been or ever will be. Me, Mr. Tapscott. Right, Kieran? I'm better than you, aren't I? Oh, yeah, we're onto you. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. You couldn't possibly have messaging chains with my name on it and your name on it, dating back 15 to 20 years. Could you? They couldn't possibly have. Kieran. Dun, 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 dun. You stupid bitch. Oh well. Look. You got your brand team to fall back on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Perfectly viable. Perfectly viable motive for murder. This guy I knew in uni is good at writing stuff on the internet. I'll kill you all. The fuck? Nazi scum. Yeah. All right. AFP just want me to go straight into it. Yeah, Kieran Hi Dara. It is now safe for me to allege that you are connected to the murder of Luke Callahan, because you are indeed a piece of shit Nazi. Yeah, now where are you? In Silicon Valley. Yeah. You're also connected, and that's not the only murder you're connected to there. You're connected to many, many, many murders and acts of terror, including but not limited to bushfires in Australia. Uh-oh. Do you like Hellraiser movies, Karen? You're a cinephile, right? You're definitely at least a type of file. Cinephile, at the minimum, at least a cinephile, yeah. You bitch. Suck shit, you bitch. Anyway. You're watching No Pictures of the Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Joining me as always, Tyler Bennett. Represented here by this candle. Brake pad and wheel alignment specialist at Kitty Callahan Tire and Auto. You can't hand a man a granite Callahan. Kieran Hyro Dara. 10% surcharge for your next 16-point service safety check and wheel realignment. We know all about it. Yeah. So the undercover FBI agents who you've been making friends with to, get drunk and brag about your crimes are about to break cover. And you'll be going to a very deep, dark hole you've been promised by President Trump, who is particularly pissed off because you're not actually a US citizen. You're an Australian citizen, a dog shit Australian who went to America to do dog shit things, and Americans take a very, very, very dim view of that. They take a very, very dim view of that. They're very hospitable, but if you abuse that hospitality, if you breach that trust. Wow. Uh-oh. Yeah. My goodness. Where's Mark? Where's Zuckerberg? Where is he? Where did he go? Where's Zuckerberg? Kieran? Yeah, who are you working with at Nike, by the way? Uh-oh. She's like, oh, no. Yes, oh, yes. Yeah, cool. All right. That's good. Yeah, straight off the bat. Roz is is like, oh, great. Yeah, easy. Done. Waterford's like, Waterford's. That dumb bitch going down. Brought to you by Waterford's. Bill Burr, he's across it. He's like, yeah. Thanks for playing, Kieran, he says, to quote Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Sylvia Jeffries, how are you? She has a big kiss on the forehead for her best pal, Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Nicky. She said, yeah. That's fine, SJ. You can call me whatever you like, baby. You can call me a cab. Something about need an ambulance because his heart's broken. Because you've got nice boobs. She's like, no, we'll call you an ambulance. Yeah. Yeah. Tarvin is just like, oh. On behalf of No Pictures of Burr, we do not endorse the actions of Mr. Tapscott. Hey kids, we've had a lot of fun here today. We've had a lot of fun today here at No Pictures of Burr, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. Very special episode. If you see something, say something. Hey, I've been getting sexually harassed. Shut up, Bill. Not you, Bill Burr. Not you, Bill Burr. Oh. Yeah. Now, no. Look, on a serious note, we are going to do something unprecedented on the pod today. This is a live emergency rescue attempt because there's someone out there, this very special little boy in the United Kingdom. He's having a tough time. He's had some shattering news overnight. So we're going to swoop in to intervene. This is No Pictures of Burr Live Rescue. Whoops. Your Majesty, King Charles. Hey, holding up there, big fella. He's like, between the sobbing, Mr. Tapscott, and the throwing up, there's a deep regret. And he means regret. He wishes he wasn't king because then if he wasn't the king, he would never have needed to be subjected to the horror, the terror of that dog shit pun that was inflicted upon the great city of London and the fair people of the United Kingdom yesterday. What was it like? Fucking yeah, it was like the pun from The Office. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna have to put you in custody. Yeah, because democracy is crumbling. So they threw like custard and crumble at the Crown, and it was in the glass case, and I was just like, yeah, democracy is crumbling. And King Charles, like, obviously, when he saw that, like, his aides, and he did the things, and they caught him, and he's saying it was like, yeah, it's just like that scene where like Oswald got force choked, or Nita got force choked, and then he had like 2 or 3 guys had to like, oh, Your Majesty, and he's like, oh, I feel faint. They had to like carry him up and pick him up. He's like, put him in bed, and he's like, Camilla's there, oh, darling, holding his hand. He's going, the doctors are like pulling his collar open, like, I can't breathe. Prince William spasming on the ground. Like, God. Kate's there, cradling him. It's like, you'll be okay, will you? We'll be okay. Yeah, Harry tried to charge out, grabbed a gun off the. It's like, that's it. We cannot take this. Grabs a gun off the rack. His butler's like, no, Harry, no. Now it's not the time. Harry. He's like, no, I must avenge my father and my family. They're holding him back. Yeah, I know. Don't put custard on the glass case around the Crown. That would take at least 10 minutes to clean off. He's like, well, yes, good payday though. Because, the public servant who cleaned it off, they invoiced us $757,000. Yeah, exactly. Cleaning fees, trauma. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because look, top 10, top 10 worst things that's ever happened in the United Kingdom. London Blitz, it's got to be up there. The Battle of Britain, when 30,000 people died when the Nazis bombed London. The London bombings, the terror attacks, that was pretty bad. That's up there. D-Day landings, D-Day invasions, yeah. Viking raids, that's right up there. Yeah, Boudica. The Roman invasion, yeah. And now this. Democracy is crumbling, Your Majesty. Democracy is crumbling. So well. Look, he's gonna keep it together though. Yeah, he said he's gonna try. He's gonna see it. He's gonna sleep on it. He's going to keep on stiff upper lip. He's going to have sherry and a nice lie down. And if that calms his nerves, his hands have stopped shaking. Yeah, Keir Starmer's having an emergency session. They've convened a council of war. We've got a special war cabinet. It's like, how will we respond? Surely not nuking Australia. Yeah, like if he, what's the word? God damn it. Yeah, look, if King Charles, he's going to sleep on it. He's going to have a sherry, a nice lie down, a cup of tea. His favorite butler is preparing his favorite breakfast, which is bacon and eggs in a smiley face. He's going to eat that tomorrow morning. He's going to have some Flintstones chewable morphine, and if that works, this time tomorrow, if he's feeling better, if his hands are, if he's calmed down, if he feel like he's back to normal, he will consider not abdicating the throne. So he might stay on as king, after the shockwave sent around the world of this horrifying attack against the British crown. Democracy is crumbling. Tax the rich. What the fuck are they talking about? Unbelievable. So stupid. So stupid for so many reasons. Yeah, don't they? Democracy is like all about the rule of law. Like, democracy is crumbling because we're trying to retain the rule of law. We're trying to stop the erosion of the rule of law. It's like, that's not democratic. I know, you fucking spastics. Idiots. So stupid. So fucking stupid. Anyway, look, thank you for joining me on your prayers. We're here to answer your prayers, Your Majesty, King Charles III. Tara Bennett is going to grant you the strength If you assume the bowing position, Your Majesty, and you rush to your nearest church and find the statue of Mary, Mother of God, and you kiss the statue's feet and do 100 Hail Marys, she will grant you the strength to, she'll grant you the strength. She'll steel your heart against the slings and arrows, and help like she'll give you the armor your soul needs to fight your way through this terrible time. Okay. Kitty Callahan says, by the power of Grayskull, you are Captain Planet. That's all she says. Mr. Tapscott says, the force is with you, Your Majesty. May the force be with you. That's what Mr. Tapscott says. And don't forget, no matter how gay you are, you're never as gay as Bill Burr. He's yeah. Bill Burr is really gay. That guy's really, really gay. Like, maybe we need to outlaw gayness again. Like, that guy's really gay. Not you, Bill Burr.
I love my father.
I
love my sister.
Not you, Bill Burr. President Trump is now pledging 100,000 thoughts and prayers to his allies in the United Kingdom at this critical time. Thank you, President Trump, says His Majesty King Charles III. Look, it's touch and go. It's touch and go. It's touch and go in London at the moment. But we got to fight through this. We got to fight through this. You could do it. You got to do it for you. You got to do it for. You got to tell her what you saw, Billy. Anyway, obviously, that's a joke. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everyone's like, oh, what the fuck was that dog shit? Yeah, everyone's like, yeah. Oh, no, don't put custard on the glass. That's going to take... It's like an infomercial. Just get the fucking ShamWow. It was like, in a matter of minutes. Yeah, so those four losers are now off the street. We've connected them because we basically said to them, oh yeah, the United Kingdom has effectively said, like, okay, so you're terrorists. This means, according to these treaties that we have with the United States, that we can ship you to Guantanamo tomorrow. This intelligence that we've received has connected you to these other fucking murders and stuff. So if you don't flip on the people who planned the attack, your handlers, and anyone they're connected to, if you don't give statements, you won't see the outside of a prison alive ever again. So thank you for bringing yourselves to our attention, you fucksticks. And so now, as a result, how many prosecutions? Yeah, so just by arresting these four chumps who are just like, oh, thanks, like you saved us the effort, because we were going to have to like drive out to each individual, because they're all already on the list. And I was like, oh fuck, we were going to have to like send squad cars out to each individual and like arrest them. It was going to be a head fuck. Instead, four of them would just come in. It's like, hello, I'm an idiot. Oh, click. Like, so thanks, saved us this trip. London traffic's a bitch, says His Majesty. He's like, London traffic sucks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so now it's just like, okay, cool. Well, yeah, and so because we've got you, yeah, the United Kingdom, just this, in the last 20 years, they've been fighting the IRA, you fucking spastics. You're like the IRA. It's like they've got legislation in place that just says they can hold you without charge for like 30, like, They can hold you without charge for like 4 days or something, just on suspicion of being a terrorist. Fucking idiots. Yeah, and so now, as a result, because we've got those 4 in custody. Bill, write it down, mate. Put it in your hand. It's like, yeah. That's fucking so bad. Anyway, we've got, because we've got you 4 in custody. We can now also, there's going to be like about 16 or 17 like peripheral fucking subsequent prosecutions, because it's like everyone on the email chain is like, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll show them. Stupid king. Democracy is crumbling. So, what do you mean by that? So, because democracy means that you should just like do whatever you want all the time. So, it doesn't. It's about the rule of law. It's about maintaining the rule of law. Yeah. Fucking spasmoids. Yeah. Nah, you shouldn't have to do what it says in the Constitution, because that's not democratic. Constitutions aren't democratic in a constitutional democracy. Constitution. No. Morons. Absolute morons. Anyway, thanks. He's like, thanks for the last, you fucking chumps. Like, it's like, brah, like King Charles is like, he's had family members assassinated. He's had like people have tried to kill him. He's like survived like an avalanche. Obviously, he went through like Princess Diana passed away at a young age. He's a British royal. You fucking artards. Like, he's no stranger. He's been to war. Like, he was across the Falklands. Prince Harry is obviously like, he's a fearsome warrior. Like, he's seen action, he's seen combat. Like, it's the nation that survived the Blitz. Like, they've been fighting Nazis, like Nazi party, like German Nazi party Nazis, who you fucking losers are all connected to. And Peter Thiel and that dumb bitch who I was mentioning, Kieran Hyatt, Hyro Dara. Yeah. All right, we'll do a very quick refresher on. We'll do a very quick dressing down of this stupid bitch. It's gotta be right. Yeah, that's it. All right. Don't put me on the internet. Yeah, this bitch. So, this is her. Oh, no. You're on the wrong side of cultural intelligence. Oh, yeah, you Nazi. You Nazi piece of shit. A creative narrative strategist. All right, cool. Yeah. Anyway. So basically, what I was saying before about the so she was at the forefront, pretty much. Show us the photos, Nick. There she is. Yeah, basically at the forefront of the. She was one of the proto-Nazis, pretty much. So I met Kieran when we actually went to the same university. So she studied journalism at the University of South Australia, and I studied communications. We hung out a couple of times. We got along quite well. I didn't realize how fucking evil she was, but That's how insidious they are. So I didn't think you're evil. That's what I wanted you to think. Like that type of shit. I knew she was a bit of a bitch, but so heaps of people, right? It was a pretentious scene. But she's one of the proto. So her parents are actually like Australian media Nazis. Like Tasmanian Australian media Nazis. Yeah. So Irish Catholic. She's from Melbourne. She went to Adelaide for a bit to study and work, and I think she was like working on stuff there. Her dad is hooked up. He was like a media executive. But yeah, she was one of the first because she was on the forefront of the RMIT Nazi. So she was at the forefront of that Berlin and Melbourne cultural exchange. The Nazi Irish Catholic Nazis from Melbourne, Collingwood, combining with East German Nazi Stasi secret police tactics, right? That's her. Yeah. And she was like right at the start. Yeah, she's like, yeah, all the architects of like, oh, by the way, women are in charge. Like the goal of a man is to marry it's like you need to be recruited by a Nazi, and that's your girlfriend. And then she tells you what to do, including like ordering you to assassinate people. So this is Andrew Chelleback. This is the relationship that Julia Rotordo and Andrew Chelleback had. She's not your girlfriend. She's not. She's your comptroller and she's your commandant. She's your live-in political commandant. So she just tells you how it goes, basically. Yeah. So she was kind of one of the architects of this. And now she went to Silicon Valley. I think she still works for Apple. Yeah. So she got picked up. She went to Silicon Valley. She went to New York. She was in New York. She was a big deal in the hip-hop scene. She was on Triple J. She's a Triple J Nazi as well. She went to the United States. And then went over to Portland. And now Trump is like, she fits. Like ticks every box. Like, oh, where are all the Nazi hotspots in the United States? New York City, Portland, Silicon Valley, brand teams, cultural theorists, like all these fucking cocksuckers, feminism, and she's in all of them. Yeah, she's in all of them. I think she's a bit younger than me. So there's a LinkedIn.
Stop pinning up your life.
Yeah, futurist. What the world would look like when it's just tech Nazis running the place. Yeah. OpenAI, Apple, Red Bull Music Academy. Red Bull is Nazi as fuck, by the way, everyone. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how we got onto you. Yeah. Come and work at Google. It's certainly not synonymous with the FBI. No. And by that I mean yes. It definitely is. Yeah. OpenAI, that was us as well. High profile celebrity talent partnerships. There, that's where, yeah. So this is where you did your best/worst work at Apple. Right there. Yeah. Global head of special projects. App Store editorial, global editorial lead social. See, that one there is interesting. Because that is when I was working at Optus Well Connected. And you said, and now I'm being informed by Kitty Khan, I was like, Daddy, Nick Tapscott can't be more successful than me. Get me a job. He's like, well, let me pull some strings in Nazi high command, baby. And like, yeah, got you a job at Apple as editorial. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Terrible person. Yeah. Anyway, you've been working, like FBI have been onto you since when? About 2012. that's number one, by the way. That date is going to be important later in this episode called Nadia Daly, because today we're talking about Nadia Daly and also Kieran H. So yeah, basically, so President Trump has kindly asked me to use this platform to inform you, Kieran, that we're onto you, and the FBI are en route. No, you've already been arrested. Because yeah, you're right in there with Obama's. You've done terrible crimes. It's strongly suspected that you've committed up to 35 counts of murder. There's a little bit of Uncle fucking bully, Uncle fucking bully in there as well. What else we got? Slavery. Yeah, you're getting you're getting a bunch of kids to do your stuff for you, but it's low key indoctrination for your Nazi fucking assassination squads, your death squads, connected to the murder of ASAP Yams. Oh, you fucking bitch! Wow, and you've built your entire thing on hip hop, which it is now safe for me to allege that it was actually a front to infiltrate hip hop and assassinate black, and use to provide intelligence to assassination squads who would then assassinate prominent African Americans, including but not limited to ASAP Yams, MF Doom, who else? And three more rappers. One of the Migos. Oh, you fucking bitch! And also even fucking that other guy. Oh, so Tyler Creators, mate. What's his name? White rapper that died. Yeah, that's him. Mac Miller. Yeah, connected to the murder of Mac Miller. No pictures of a bird where you're going, Kieran. No pictures of a bird where you're going. Oh, Earl Sweatshirt is now click, because Earl Sweatshirt is fucking FBI now. So is Vinny State. They were both on your list, weren't they? Yeah, they were. Yeah. You fucking bitch. Yeah, unbelievable. Unfucking believable. You're watching No Pictures of a Better podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott, but today's episode isn't about Kieran as much as she probably wants it to be. Are you connected to Annika Wells, by the way? Oh, you definitely are. The brand team, the RMIT brand team, yeah, where there's only 2 states of being: better than Nick Tapscott or not as good as Nick Tapscott, and that's it. I don't care how successful I am as long as I'm doing better than Nick Tapscott. He's a man. You can't be a man and a writer. She's a stuck-up bitch. Yeah, fuck you. That's from all of us. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. My left. That's a bit piss-wag, but anyway. Fuck you. Yeah. What if it's fuck you? They said that. They just said that. Bill Burr was trying to think of something nice, cold to say. It's like if he wasn't gay, he'd tell you to suck his dick, basically. Yeah. He said, look, no pictures of a bird where you're going, bitch. Like, yeah. No, Bill, no, not connected to the murder of Patrice O'Neill. But it's that. She's connected to the people. She's definitely connected to people who are connected to the murder of Patrice O'Neill. That's her scene. That Silicon Valley music. College Nazi. Yeah. Okay. Well, connected to La Cosa Nostra. Yeah, as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of it. Yeah. All the intersections. All of them. Collingwood Irish Catholic Nazi. Tasmanian Irish Catholic Nazi. Australian media Irish Catholic Nazi. East German Stasi secret police connection Nazi. Silicon Valley tech sector Nazi. Whoa. No pictures of a bird where you're going, Kieran. No pictures of a bird where you're going. Oh, the rage. Yeah, let's play some yams. No pictures of a bird where you're going, Kieran. Ooh. Wow, we can feel that, can't we? Oh, yeah, they all know you. Yeah, everyone's like, we know that bitch. We know that fucking bitch. Yeah. Oh, palpable rage. Friend with no name incoming. All right. On that note, today's episode, Ros, you are still gonna love this. This actually wasn't supposed to be that much of a Nazi slamming episode, but it's turned into one. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's the point. That's the point of No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast with Mr. Tapscott. I am Mr. Tapscott. Sorry, by Mr. Tapscott. I am Mr. Tapscott. Ros is saying, like, maybe you can just do your action report to start with before we go into the special guests. All right, cool. Yeah, so today went out to the street and yeah, you're actually seeing like a lot of capitulation. So a lot of people now are just like the street, I was it was Sunday morning in Sydney and it was very quiet. Like it seemed unusually quiet there today. The people who I saw who were kind of near me, there was a lot of capitulation. A lot of goons, like former goons who have now switched sides, and they're just like, oh, we had no idea. Like, yeah, so Yakuza, cartel, Undrungada, CMFU, even CMFU, and also fucking ASIS, even ASIS goons, even former ASIS goons are like, and it was a couple of things. It was the Brett Button and Ash Gordon murders. By the way, on that Brett Button thing, the reason that it was so deadly is because if you rewatch it, I won't play it again, but if you watch that video, you'll see that the bus has flipped over and it's hit that guardrail, and that's what happened. So it was doing about 80 k's an hour when it flipped. It went bang, hit that guardrail, and that guardrail just went thump, and decapitated 5 people. And if you go back and you rewatch that video, and that's why I'm not going to play it. You'll see all the blood that's on the road as they lifting the bus up, because that's what happened. It hit that rail, landed on the rail, and the rail was like right where it hit. It was right at that window. It's about like horrifying. Anyway, so that flipped a bunch of ASIS goons and the pedos. Because what actually what's been happening is a lot, like, inside these organizations are a shit ton of survivors, and they're like, wait, you're taking those cunts down? Okay. And they're like, no, I don't care about Yakuza anymore. I got raped, and now I'm going to get justice. Like, fuck you, basically. And so that's what's happening, because, yeah, the world is unifying now against pedophilia, because that's where we were sliding towards. It was like, yeah, like, pedophiles just like being openly in relationships, like Michael Jackson. In the same way Michael Jackson was just like openly dating children, like sleeping with, like, taking them on tour, sleeping in the same bed as them, just like living with them as like sexual partners. Yeah, that's what we were sliding towards, that being normalized. Heaps of pedos are out there. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like, nah, like that's where heaps of people are drawing the line. It's like, nah. I was on board for like making money from dealing coke. Fine. But I had no idea I was financing fucking pedos. Yeah. Dog shit. And a lot of survivors as well are starting to break cover. Because and it's very surprising. It surprised me big time. It's like, oh, that guy. They're all victims. They're all survivors. Holy shit! Like, yeah. And no, I'm not gonna. No, that's not my place to sort of reveal who was victims of that. Who were victims of that heinous act. Okay, Nadia Daly has a recommendation. Oh, she wants to listen to Alabaster de Plume. Cool. Thanks, Nadia. Thanks, Nadia. Anyway. Yeah. So that, yeah. And then I went to the cross and it seemed pretty subdued. But yeah. And like the pedophile rings had infected like literally every institution. Every institution was affected by it. Yeah. Like, and it was that legacy of like, because remember, King's Cross used to be an absolutely fucking filthy red light district where you could buy and sell basically anything. What was that Bryce Courtney book? I read a book in jail about it. Yeah, Matthew Flinder's Cat. Matthew Flinder's Cat by Bryce Courtney. It's about an undercover guy, a guy going undercover for the AFP to expose pedophile rings. Like blokes like Gareth Ward and Alan Jones, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Hey? Like, and you just think about how open those guys were kind of being about it. It's like, and the sex tourism. Yeah, all of those like creepy, like Lang Hancock was pretty much openly a sex tourist. He's like, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. What I do on my holiday is none of your concern. So, are you going to Southeast Asia to buy sex from 9-year-olds? Yeah, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Freedom, you know. Oh, bro, you fucking disgusting pedo. Yeah. Yeah, so it was quiet. It was pretty quiet out there, and that's all I did. I just caught the trains. I didn't get fucked over by any buses today. Did I? No, I don't think so. No, they definitely wanted to. I got fucked over by the train station being closed. That kind of sucked, but what can you do? Yeah, but it was just that. It was all the survivors who like coming out of the woodwork. I saw a few AFP out there. But it seemed kind of quiet, so I think a lot of people are really starting to get the message. It's like, nah, like, if you're pro pictures of a bird, you're pro pedophile, and that's really turning people back. That's like, oh fuck, we had no idea. Yeah, disgusting. By the way, social media bans for under 16s. You know how they were like, oh, if you want to get, if you have to prove, if you want to get a social media account, you have to prove you're over 16. And how are you going to do that? It was like a face scan, right? Where was that information going to? Yeah, Silicon Valley, Peter Thiel. Yeah, there'll be an update on Peter Thiel soon, but not today. But yeah, soon we'll be talking about Peter Thiel. Anyway, that's a perfect segue because my next very special guest. Yeah, well, we saw it, bro. Yeah, I saw it today. I watched it on TV today, and I was like, oh man, like, yeah, he's affected. Yeah, this has affected him deeply. He's like, oh, bro, like, yeah, he's like, oh wow, yeah. All right, let's talk to him. Mr. Schuler, sir, do I have you on the line? Loud and clear, Mr. Tapscott. Thank you for having me on today's episode of No Pictures of the Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. You're Mr. Tapscott. I am. Thanks, Bobby. You can call me Bobby, he says. Great. Thank you. Bobby Schuler is the head pastor at the Hour of Power. A cute story, actually. We've got a cute story about that. Power Christian Ministries. And so, like, because my sleeping pattern these days is, like, I'll go to bed at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Because I don't party as much. I don't go out. And so, like, I'll go to bed at, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then I'll wake up, like, pretty early, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And, I caught Bobby. I started catching Bobby and the Hour of Power. And it's like, I wonder what it'd be cool to see how they're kind of reacting. And we kind of thought, like, and Kitty Callahan originally, when we first walking around, we're like, oh, don't call me JC, Mr. Tapscott, because like Christians, we're not really on board, and they're not really on board yet. But then Bobby was one of the good guys. Like, he was one of the ones who said, no, you know what? I'm on board. Yeah, this is all right. Yeah. No, he's all right. He's like, just like Moose. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And because I think a lot of people like wanted, he's like, oh yeah, cool, like, yeah, they wanted to believe it, and so we started catching his Hour of Power, and because there are a lot of scumbags in televangelism in the United States, but like tired of the little bird, Kitty Callahan is like, no, he's cool, he's a cool guy. Yeah, their whole ministry is really cool. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, sweet. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, and so we noticed that you were kind of reacting. So I was like, oh, yeah, Japan, like that's Tara Bennett's territory and stuff. And then you went, oh, yeah, Japan. I was in Japan and had a great time. I felt the spirit on me. So I was like, oh, yeah, cool. He's listening. He's like picking it up. Cool. And so it's been great to see. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, it's nice to know that we weren't wasting our breaths. Yeah. And he's quite relieved as well. And it makes perfect sense about the Bible being hijacked and all those stories, all that extra stuff that's been added in there. And he hopes I don't mind that he's been reading them to his congregations. It's like, no, I don't mind, mate, because we understand. And you've like taken the edge off. Like, you haven't gone out and said, like, go out and enslave people because the point of God is to do as you're told all the time. You're like, nah, like, just relax and laugh, like, have a laugh. Like, I haven't listened to your podcast, but I know your TV show, like, it's not that serious. It's just like, look, let's just have a chat. And let's just have a chat. And it's like, yeah, exactly. It's just like about community, right? Like, yeah, that's it. It's just like, oh, look, it's just this bit of a social club, play some music and stuff and talk about our favorite book. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, all right. Thanks, Bobby. And now he's saying, like, yeah, he's got a message to the survivor, because a lot of what's happened is that since I started talking about pedophilia and the devastating impacts, a lot of people are have been approaching Bobby and coming forward and saying, you may not realize this about me, Mr. Schuler, sir, but I am a survivor. And it's thrown you because oh, wow, I didn't realize there were so many. Yeah, well, me too, mate. Yeah, me too. I was like, this is horrifying. Yeah. And he's like, that's why you're here, right? To bring all those sinners to account. It's like, yeah, pretty much. All right. Yeah, we can do it. He's like, do it live judgment. All right. Yeah. It's going to be pretty boring though, because you don't have any skeletons in your closet. Dun dun. Bobby Schuler, this is your judgment day. Bobby Schuler. You are you're just a really cool guy. I guess the obvious one would be don't focus so much on, you don't have to be too nice all the time. I know you kind of like, and you've taken that on board. It's like, no, I'm a pastor, like I need to be like a moral role model. But don't forget, like, morality isn't necessarily about, you don't have to deprive yourself of stuff all the time. You can have a beer in public. That's fine. Like, you can drink wine. Like, yeah, you can use Kitty Callahan's line of like, drink wine and fuck. If you want, you can swear. You can say, he's like, can I tell Bill Burr's gay? So, Not you, Bill Burr. No, that's a line we simply no, you can't. No mentioning of Bill Burr. That's too gay. Okay, thanks, Bobby. He's like, no, that's hilarious. Yeah, all right. Waterfords. Bill Burr is gay. Brought to you by Waterfords. Yeah, you can tell Bill Burr is gay if you want. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, he's like, is that true about him being the apostle? He's like, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, because that was the thing. Like, Kitty Callahan was just she was just like a local comic. She was just like a local stand-up comedian, and she was just like she was going to parties and saying stuff. It's like, yeah, what's the deal? Yeah, like to quote Jerry Seinfeld, what's the deal with donkey track peanuts? And I was like, yeah, and then she'd throw some magic tricks on top, and was like, oh yeah, this guy's cool. And then it's exactly like the comedy scene now. That's what the apostles were. It was just like she was like Kitty Callahan was a comedian, and the apostles were her friends. And they was just like, yeah. And she's like, just relax. Like, let's just drink wine and hang out, and don't fuck anyone. Like, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, yeah, Bill Burr, like, yeah, it was basically the comedy scenes of the time. Yeah. So it's like, just imagine that. Yeah. That's it. That's what it's like. So, yeah, feel free to work comedy into your sermons if you want. But do whatever you want, bro. Like, whatever works for you. Because we understand as well, like, you might not want to. I understand, like, because I know I do exclude, like, I am quite strong. Like, I swear a lot, you know. I swear a shit ton, and, like, you know, I drink, and I'm like, oh, fuck you, and I get angry. But that's my kind of brand, and it's sort of designed to be strong, like really come on strong. So you've got your own personal style, and it seems to be working for you. So I don't know, man. Like, you don't have to wear a leather jacket and play Slayer at the next and then in the next hour of power. But we're just saying, like, you know, don't be afraid to, like, if you want to have a couple of beers in public, that's fine. Like, yeah, you can do that. You can loosen up a bit. Yeah. Do I have any advice for families and kids? Tara Bennett is going to step in here. She's going to say, like, parenting isn't really Mr. Tapscott's thing, Bobby. Like, for now, just for now. Like, I'm not a parenting specialist. Like, I haven't written self-help books about, like, how do you discipline your kids? You know what I mean? But that's kind of, like, Tara Bennett's sort of going to, like, pick up that when we wade through all the fucking douchetards. Tara Bennett is going to start going deep on, like, parenting and things like that. But for now, we're just going to say, like, just kind of try and be aware. Try and be aware. Like, go with your gut. Like, if something doesn't feel quite right, you know, if there's like a baseball coach who's a little bit too fucking friendly or whatever, like, yeah, that's all. Just try and be aware. Just try and be aware. And we know you and your ministry have been vetted thoroughly, and you're clean. Yeah, so you're okay. But that's the tragedy of it, because it's supposed to. All of those institutions are there. Like, yeah, like you're saying, like, yeah, what I was saying about the it's all there to teach kids, like, how to act in the world, like baseball, Little League, and like Boy Scouts and like Eagle Scouts, and that's what they're there to do. Yeah, the nature of fair competition and things like that. How to lose properly. Yeah, how to lose graciously. Exactly. And so it's so sad that those institutions specifically have been targeted by predators. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah. So yeah, just bear with us on that. Bear with us on the parenting thing. Yeah, we'll kind of get into that. But Tara Bennett's saying that you personally are a fantastic dad, and you should just keep doing what you're doing. Like, that's the only. She doesn't have any feedback beyond what I just said, which is like, you know, you're happy in yourself, you know who you are, and you do it, and you're good at what you do. You're relaxed and you're confident, and you know, you're a cool guy. Your kids love you, you know, like, you know how to. She's saying that, yeah. So if you just want to, like, yeah, she's putting the seal of approval on your parenting style, right? So she's saying that, like, look, if you want to say like to parents, it's like, well, how should I be a parent? If you want to say to them, it's like, just do what I would do. She's fine with it. She endorses that. She's like, no, well, yeah, what would Bobby Schuler do as a dad? Then cool. She endorses that. So Bill Burr, not you. He's like, oh, sorry, man. We wouldn't want your kids growing up to be flying helicopters and, you know, stand-up comedians. Bill. He's like, oh, actually, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you can be a role model as a dad. Like, yeah, if you want. Because, yeah, you've got that balance where it's like you don't let your kids do whatever they want, but at the same time, you're not like a authoritarian dictator. You don't beat them up or anything like that either. And that's important because you got to have that balance there. Because, yeah, children, like, without the guardrails there, like, what we're seeing, like, yeah, they're inherently sociopathic. They're sociopaths. And so if, like, the parents aren't there to go, like, yeah, to put the guardrails in place, like, it can go very, very, very wrong. So it's like, you want to be firm, but not too firm, like not restrictively firm or violent. And so Tara Bennett saying like the way you've been nailing it, she reckons. Yeah, you've been he's like nailing it to a cross. Yeah, pun intended. Yeah, that's right. You've been nailing it. Yeah, so so if anyone asks you for advice on parenting, it's just like, well, what would you do in that situation? And then that's your advice. Yeah, that's it. And Kitty Callahan says, Bobby, yep, you are a legend. She is inviting you to become a Jedi. You're a Jedi Master now. We're promoting you on the spot. And she's inviting you to kind of like explore the dark side of the Force. Now, she's not saying that you need to rush out and buy a gun or anything like that. But, just remember, because with the sermon that we saw you delivered today was war and stuff like that. And so, war is still a reality, unfortunately. And so, we just want to make, like Kitty Callahan, she's like, she just wants to make sure that you're prepared to defend yourself. Like, there's nothing unchristian about defending yourself. Yeah, like good Christians, they know how to push back. They know how to defend themselves. That's what she's saying. She's like, yeah, because like Christians are persecuted since they were a thing, and like there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself and your family if that's what you need to do. Yeah. So whether that takes like if you want to go and do like a Muay Thai class, like a combat sport class or something like that. Go and take boxing lessons, and it will just kind of like start the mindfulness of it's like, okay, if someone comes at you like this, and then you start thinking about self-defense, or like think about go and watch the Karate Kid or something like that. Like, Kitty Callahan's now saying, like, the lessons in the Karate Kid, like they're all valid. It's like, look, if you're getting beaten up by bullies, you can go and get some advice from fucking that guy. Like, you can go and paint the fence. You can learn how to do the crane kick. You know, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. There's no shame in that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tapscott. That's all very valuable feedback. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. What have you got planned for the rest of the week, Mr. Tapscott? I'm probably going to just got a few just life admin stuff to do. And then I'll keep shooting no pictures of a bird. Until because what happens in the third, and I kind of focus on something. And then what happens straight after the video finishes, like the cops go out and action it. So we've still got a few douchebags on the street that we need to clean up. And then once all kind of like the progress is in place, I'll start thinking about probably heading overseas. So hopefully go to the UK and London and catch up with I haven't caught up with the Turbo Babes. I want to have a really nice summer. That's what I want to do. Because is that true about Sydney being heaven? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is true. It's like infected now. But yeah, like just with Bible stuff, it's the same way. the mythology, like it's the same as mythology, and I've kind of run through like how like look, like the story of Perseus. He's like he like fights Medusa and cuts off her head, and she's got snakes for hair, like, and it's all like just really exaggerated. But when Sydney charm, like when you have like a really nice day in Sydney, and it's like 23 degrees, and there's a gentle breeze, and then you go for a swim in the ocean, and then while they're out there, a dolphin pops up and like it gives you a little smile or whatever. And yeah, it's pretty heavenly. And then you go out to like a really nice restaurant. Yeah, it's pretty heavenly. It can be pretty heavenly. Yeah. But yeah, California is beautiful as well. Yeah, like I drove up Big Sur and went to the Redwood Forest and stuff. It was amazing. Yeah. But yeah, peace be with you, basically. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, and I can also reveal that Bobby Schuler is now and has always been a full-serving member of Mossad. He's a Mossad agent because he was identified very early on as like a cool Jew in the biblical sense. It's like, all right, this guy's cool. He's a cool guy. He's going to be a target for douchebags. So let's empower him. And yep. That's news to Donald Trump, but he's like, all right, he's down for that because, yep, you seem like a really cool guy. So, yeah, Donald Trump is now saying, like, maybe you might consider giving the FBI a call, Bobby, because maybe you might like to become deputized FBI. And then you'll be empowered to, if you spot any nefarious shenanigans, you want to be in a position to take action. You know what I mean? He's like, actually, yeah, you can do that. You can do that? Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, Bobby. I actually really enjoy your show. So, all right, cool. Great to know. Thank you, Mr. Yeah. That's it. Thanks, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. You're watching No Pictures of Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Let's talk about Nadia Daly. Okay, Nadia fucking Daly, all right? She's the best turbo babe, all right? Higgity. She's the best turbo babe. Let's talk about Nadia Daly, all right? The best. It's Nadia Daly, all right? This is Nadia Daly. This is Turbo Babe Nadia Daly. So we're going to go deep on Nadia Daly today in a creepier way than Nicole Kiddy. And Nicole is like, curses. Yeah, because she's got a rivalry. They've got a rivalry against each other because they're both ABC. They're both ABC journalists. But no. Needless to say, Nadia Daly is my favorite Turbo Babe. She is the best Turbo Babe. We all love her deeply. We love her deeply. Yeah. And, because, she sort of presented herself to me. She was on TV when I was in jail. I was watching her. She's like, Nadia Daly. Something about her. Yeah, she's pretty, she's not unappealing. Let's put it that way, and then they kind of went like, well, did you know that she's a Turbo Babe? I was like, yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. She seems pretty Turbo Babin. Yeah. But Nadia Daly, like just like all the other Turbo Babes, she's she's done some stuff. Oops. Dang. So let's talk about Nadia Daly. All right. She is the goddess Hestia, Greek virgin goddess of the hearth, home, and domestic life, whose Roman equivalent is Vesta, member of the 12 Olympians, daughter of the Titans Cronus and Rhea, and a goddess who was revered embodying the warmth, stability, and security of the family and the city-state. She's symbolized by the hearth and its fire, and she received a portion of every sacrifice to the gods as she was offered the first and last portions of meals at the hearth. Now, I've kind of touched on this before when I've introduced her, Nadia Daly, aka Goddess Hestia. She's not necessarily the goddess of the home, because that's kind of like Tara Bennett's thing. So Tara Bennett is like, she's mother. And so that's kind of her, that's kind of like the home and like families and the kitchen table and stuff. That's kind of Tara Bennett stuff. But Nadia Daly is the goddess of the hearth. And so it's not just about cooking and eating, but also like the forge. She's the goddess of the forge. So yeah, it's not just about food and eating and things like that. It's about like, yeah, she's a craftswoman. She uses power to craft things. That's what that basically means. Yeah. Now, here on Earth, she's done some incredible things. This is her. Jeff Belzer, 2023 Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. That's Nadia Daly, right? Chevy Dealer of the Year, 2023. 7th consecutive year in a row. That's Nadia Daly, right? That's Nadia Daly. No. Also, pumpkin spice lattes. Heggity, in your fucking face, she says. Pumpkin spice lattes, Heggity. That's Nadia Daly, all right? That's Nadia Daly. That's Turbo Babe. You don't fuck around. Pumpkin spice lattes, that's Nadia Daly. It's one of our angels, this guy. Drake Hoggeston. She was Drake Hoggeston on Days of Our Lives. Boom! Beat that, Heggity. Beat that, Sylvia Jeffries. In your face. Yeah. No. No, we're just fucking around. Yeah, we put together. We just wanted a few joke ones. We wanted to do a few joke ones. Yeah, we wanted to throw a couple of joke ones in there. Nadia Daly, 7th consecutive Chevy Dealer of the Year, 2023. 7th consecutive years in a row. It's Nadia Daly, Days of Our Lives. It's Drake on Days of Our Lives, right? Nadia Daly. Yes, I just wanted to plan that a little bit out because she's funny. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool and she's funny. She likes to party. She does. Yeah, she does have a bit of. She is a bit of an all rounder, and that's a good reason for that. And it's like I've been saying, many of the turbos they've kind of got their regions, and so Tara Bennett is very strong in Japan. She's very strong there. She's got a lot of influence in Japan. She's got a lot of influence in North America. But so does Rebecca Basili, a.k.a. Turbo Babe, Hiawatha. Yeah, Aphrodite. That's North America. So Rebecca Basili is North America. And she's very powerful. She's got a lot of influence there. So she's like the spirit mother there. So Nadia Daly, we discovered her in South America. That's where we first met Turbo Babe, Nadia Daly. And who spotted her? It was me. Yeah, Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott first discovered Nadia. He was like, who is that bad bitch? Yeah, who the fuck is that? And yeah, because she was an all-rounder. Yeah, she was an all-rounder down on the ground in South America. Very skillful warrior, but also very loving mother. And I was like, oh, wow. Yeah, she was outstanding on the battlefield. I was like, oh, she must be a psycho, though. Like, and then I looked into it. It's like, oh no, wow, she's not just a psycho, but she's also like, yeah, she's, you know what they say. And now Hemsworth, yeah, to quote Hemsworth. So that was actually about Nadia Daly. Yeah, formidable opponent on the ancient battlefield, and also a formidable opponent in the bedroom, in the bedchamber. Yeah, so that's Nadia Daly. All right, it's Nadia Daly. Yeah, so she's not to be trifled with in any aspect of her life. So that was me. I kind of discovered it, and I was like, oh wow, Nadia Daly. Now, there was about 100,000 universes in a row when Nadia Daly was consistently a fearsome warrior. And also very, very powerful and very, very, very strong mother, like very powerful mothering instinct, but not just in like kind of like a Nina Trefkorn in that sense, like very protective mother, but also like there's a little bit of Nike in there, a little bit of Turbo Babe Nike, where she's like, you know, like she's a coach. If you want someone to coach your football team, if she coaches Brazil, if she coaches your World Cup team, you're going all the way. You're bringing home the cup, right? Yeah, that's Nadia Daly. It's Nadia Daly. Yeah, so all rounder, but very, very strongly influential, very influential in South America because that's where he found it. Yeah. This is Nadia Daly. X Tilton. Yeah. This is one of her kind of incarnations. Yeah. The god of medicine and healing. So that's kind of like a bit of a wink to you. So that's sort of like your there's a little bit of a wink to you there, Pistol. She's black-faced. Yeah, obsidian mask. Yeah, so that's that. She's obsidian, and that's a reference. She was a gentle who emanated from an obsidian mask, which brought darkness and peaceful sleep to children in their beds at night. So it's kind of the eye thing, but that's sort of it's a naturally occurring volcanic glass formed when lava extruded from a volcanic cools rapidly with minimal crystal growth. Igneous rock. Forge got us to the hearth. That's what that's a reference to. So the hearth, that's what she's the goddess of. So she could be the god of well-being or good luck. She can be gentle. She can help your kids sleep in their beds at night. But she can also be Xochipilli. God of beauty, youth, love, passion, sex, sexuality, fertility, music, dance, painting, writing, games, playfulness, nature, vegetation, and flowers. In Aztec mythology. Now, Rebecca Pistilli. Do you remember? So this is a little wink. Do you remember saying, Rebecca Pistilli, that you are flowers? So you created flowers, and then, or Tara Bennett created flowers for you. Like you had an idea, and Tara went, cool, flowers, that's a thing. So that's Rebecca Pistilli. That's what that's a reference to. Flower, Pilly. That's why your name's Pistilli. It's kind of like a little wink. So that's a little like from your neighbor. It's like a friendly wave from your neighbor. Because you're North America. That's you. That's why we found you. Goddess of medicine, Aphrodite. And Nadia Daly is Central and South America. That's why we found her. Yeah. And so she's kind of like, hey, shut up. Hey, Beck. Hey, neighbor. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. So these are Aztec gods, I think. Aren't they? Yeah, the patron of writing and painting. Yeah. Toltec. So here she's represented as male, but that's probably more, yeah. But that's her unique personality. Like she's across everything. There's a lot of, yeah. She does a little bit of everything, which is really cool. Yeah, fire flower. Referred to as cool. Yeah, the young male, basically. So that's how he kind of fits in as the son. So I'm father. So he's almost like Nadia Daly. She's almost like the South American Jesus Christ. Father and she's son. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sorry, Kitty Callahan. Damn you, Nadia Daly. 7 consecutive Chevy Dealer of the Year awards. Damn you. Better not show your fucking face around South America, right? Kitty Callahan. You better not show your fucking face around South America, right? That's what she does. No. Just joking, obviously. They're best buddies. They love each other. But, you know, that's her. That's kind of her light side. And this is kind of her shadow side. Because, yeah, she's not afraid to like kick some ass and take names if she needs to. So, Incas, Mayans, Aztecs, they've all got the pyramids. This is all Nadia Daly's influence. So all of those cultures around that region. Yeah, all Amazonian cultures as well. Yeah, she's in there. She's Panthers, by the way. Yeah, that's what she is. She is Panther. She's Panthers, like jungle Panthers. Yeah, that's her. Tara Bennett made those for her. So there you go. There you go, Nadia Daly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mortal Kombat fans. She's Rain in Mortal Kombat. That's her. Yeah. Yeah. God of Thunder, Lightning, Rain, Weather. And so basically, like, that was kind of her region. And then, so she was sort of like, you know, the patron god of that area. And then she was empowered by Mr. Tapscott and the Turbo Babes to sort of like govern that region. So it's like, all right, no, like, yeah, she says, oh, there's doings are transparent down there, Mr. Tapscott, and there's SJ, Sylvia Jeffrey, Weather would come and go, all right, bang. Here comes the storm. Bah-bah! Yeah. So she's got that, yeah, that's the blue sword. That's what that actually refers to. It's like she can flood things. If you fuck around, she'll flood stuff. Yeah, no, James Cameron's like, is she like Avatar? And she's saying like, yeah, that's her. It's basically, that's pretty much her. It's Nadia Daly, all right? Top 10. Top 10. Gross domestic box office. Nadia Daly. Yeah. Yeah. So from around here, basically. Yeah, Central America, South America. Yeah. All the influence you see down there. Machu Picchu, that's her. Yeah. Not the goddess of Waterfords, unfortunately. But she can be whenever she wants, they say. Nadia Daly, Waterfords. Official Waterfords of Nadia Daly. The unpronounceable one. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras. Now, we all know what that region is famous for. And although it was originally from another area, that's fine. Like, we can, you know, she's global. She's everywhere. She is the universe. She is the force. But that's sort of like her region is South America. And that's why, like, coffee, like, while it's originally discovered, sort of, it came from it originally, they love it in South America. Yeah. Yeah. And it's, yeah. For that reason, she's like, I want to do a thing in my home area that kind of represents me and my personality. So what she's saying now is like, look, wake up, you baby. Have a coffee. Yeah, wake up, you baby. That's her. You need to wake up, baby. Wake up, you baby. Have a coffee. Yeah, that's why she did it. She's like, I want something that's gonna like give people a bit of a buzz. Yeah. Yeah, sort of like stimulate people, like a bit of power. She's like, yeah, you drink a bit of energy. You drink a bit of space magic. She wants people to like drink a bit of Mr. Tapscott. That's what she's saying in the creepiest way imaginable. Yeah. Yeah. Now, many people may remember that I was a barista for, 13, 14 years. And, we realize now, in retrospect, that's not an accident. That's not an accident. I was like, nah, here's some coffee. A little bit of poetry in there, isn't there? Yeah. But she isn't just. She's so... Anyone Android, apologies to the AFP, DEA, and everyone else, but no liability will be accepted by Nadia Daly. Like, yeah, so coffee is, yeah, that's Tara Bennett. She's like, yeah, that's why. Yeah, because she's like, oh, like I'll give something that makes him wake up, your baby. Coffee, have a coffee, wake up, your baby. And then she wants something also down there that's gonna like encourage people to hook up and like, you know, give you a bit of confidence at the party, and like you're gonna be more inclined to. Kitty Callahan, you no, not you, Kitty Callahan. No, nothing. She didn't make you. No, she didn't make you one. She didn't make you anything. 7 in a row, Kitty Callahan. All right. Not you, Burr. Not you. Yeah. Yeah. Alkaloids. Yeah. Tropane alkaloids. She's saying there's more to the story, but like, yeah, you know. That's Mr. Tapscott. Right, thank you, Nadia. I appreciate it. Now, so Nadia Daly, very strongly influential. All Aztecs, sun, like worshipping sun. Oh, we should have done that. Yeah, yeah, because I can do that right now as well. Yeah, okay. So this is all of us. This is all the Turbo Babes. Yeah, that's us. Group of 5 Aztec gods of excess and pleasure. They also represented the dangers that come along with these. These 5 gods were also invoked by diviners and mystics. So that the 5 gods, that's Mr. Tapscott, Kitty Callahan, Tara Bennett, Nadia Daly, and Pistol. Yeah, and you too, Pistol. Yeah, those are the 5. So regionally, so it was us 5, us 3, like coming down to party, and we're like, hey, Pistol, come over. And like, yeah, Nadia Daly is throwing parties in South America. And it's like, yeah, Pistol, come and hang out. And then Pistol coming out, it would be us 5 down there doing cool stuff. Yeah. That's Tara Bennett. That second one. Medicine and healing. That's Nadia. Yeah, that's right. God of Gluttony. That's actually me. That other guy. That's me too, apparently. And that other one. That's me too. Patron of, yeah. And that's Kitty Callahan. God of fertility, patron of feather workers. The most prominent member. Yeah, the most attention seeking. Loudmouth, redhead. The comedian, yeah, the joke, yeah, the comedian, yeah, Kitty Callahan. That's that's right up your alley. But anyway, so we've established that she's extremely influential. The Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayans, all of those cultures, all Machu Picchu, South America, Central America, yeah, like going kind of like verging into the pistol territory of North America. So she did cocaine. That's Nadia Daly. But she also, so she was across this myth. So who's familiar with this myth? Who remembers this? The Mayan end of days. The popular misconception, largely fueled by Western culture, that the ancient Maya predicted the world would end on the December 21st, when their long count calendar completed a major cycle. The Maya actually viewed this date as the end of one cyclical era and the beginning of a new one. a time for cultural renewal, not apocalypse, with modern Maya expressing frustration at the misinterpretation. The idea clashes with cyclical time concepts common in Maya culture versus linear end times beliefs from Western religions, leading to the 2012 phenomenon. So, yeah, the end it's not just the end of the chapter. That's what it means. It doesn't mean like the end, like the world isn't going to explode then. It's got like the world will end, but the world as we know it will end. That's what that means in Mayan culture. So that was Nadia Daly. She did that. And she did it in retrospect. Yeah, so this is the same. Kitty Callahan went back and did the Bible to go get ready. Tell them how cool I am, Kitty Callahan. For fuck. Fuck. Yeah, Nadia Daly did the same thing. Using space magic, she went back in time. So, all right, well, shit's about to go down. Mr. Tapscott's going to go down there, and he's going to do some cool stuff. And so, to prepare people for that, I better get down there and start writing a couple of little sneaky little stories and mythologies in there to get people ready for the idea that 2012 is going to be the year. So, what happened in 2012? That was the year I went to Meredith. So this one, I remember this one. I went with a bunch of chumps who were dickheads. I didn't get on the dance floor this year, but that was the start. So this Meredith 2012, and what dates was this Meredith? December 7th, 8th, and 9th. So the Mayan thing says that the actual date of the end of the world is, or the beginning of the end of the world is the 21st of December 2012. So this is the beginning of the end, because the end period. This is the start of the end period. That's what it is. It's not like this one singular moment where all of it's going to end. It's going to be the beginning of the end. So it's that Meredith that I went to, that first one, and I went down there and I went, oh yeah. Like I didn't really hit the dance floor, but I looked around, I was like, there's some cool stuff. I'm on a bit of amphetamines, allegedly, or whatever. Who's to say? Maybe there's some cocaine. I don't know. Like, I went to, they said, smell these pretty flowers. Like, how did it get up there? I don't know. I don't know how it got up there. I don't know what you're talking about. No, cocaine, no. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so that was that one. And then this was the one that I got on the dance floor. This is the one that Tara Bennett spotted Mr. Tapscott. Oh, Sylvia Jeffrey spotted Mr. Tapscott shredding the D floor and went, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Tara Bennett checked this out, and then Tara Bennett went like, that's him. And Mr. Tapscott went like, I'm on the phone to someone. Who the fuck? And it's like, that's you. Holy shit. Hey, that is me. All right. Hey. Yeah. That was it. This one. A picture of a bird. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Like poetry. It rhymes. Anyway. Yeah, it was a pretty good fucking Meredith. And this is the one where I first went, and I was wearing a Napalm Death t-shirt, and everyone was like, who's this bogan? It's just Tapscott. He's the Punisher. Yeah, there it is, Derek May. Yeah, he's the Punisher. He was the drummer from I'm Gonna Fucking Kill You. That's it. That's all he is. But what they didn't realize is that I had a bit of had a few moves of my own, a few maneuvers at the Battle of Tanab. And that's why when John Coltkins, Tim Sweeney, and Derek May took the decks, Mr. Tapscott in his Napalm Death t-shirt, sort of like cleared away and did like a moose pulled a moose, Taco's dog, the Jedi Grandmaster, and just went, "This is mine. This dance floor is mine." Fucking like destroyed it. Carved a fucking hole in it. Yeah. So there's just these burn marks in the patch of grass where I was. I was just like, fucking bang. Yeah. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Yeah. And Aldous Harding was there. She's like, oh, fucking sick. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's where that comes from. That's the Mayan end of the world. So the beginning of the end of the world was Meredith 2012. That was the beginning of the end of the world. This is the continuation of the end of the world. The next one, Meredith 2013. Now you may be wondering, you're like, but Mr. Tapscott, the Mayan calendar says 21st. Says the 21st of December 2012. But that Meredith in 2012 was actually the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And well, I've got a fucking very convenient clapback for you. Because because there are a few key differences between the Mayan calendar and the Gregorian calendar, the calendar that we use. Because the Mayan calendar, it's a Mesoamerican calendar, has 260 days. It's shorter. It's different. So the 21st, what that actually is a reference, it doesn't mean the 21st day of December, as in 21 days, like a month has 30 days or 31 days. It's not referring to that at all. It means the 21st day. So the 20-day names combines a cycle of 20 named days with another cycle of 13 numbers to produce 260 unique days. Each successive named day is numbered from 1 to 13 and then starting again at 1. Now, the 20th day is Ajor, named for the Lord, Ruler, and Sun. That's a reference to Mr. Tapscott, the Sun God, the 20th day, in 2012. The Sun God's Day in December in 2012. That's what that actually means. The first day of the era of the Sun God, the 21st day. Day 1 of the 20th day. Yeah, exactly. The 20th day, the Sun God, and 1, the 21st. 21st of December 2012. So that 2012 Meredith that I went to, that was the beginning of the end. Because Nadia Daly is actually like, she's got plenty of angels down here, just like the rest of us. But just like the rest of us, she's kind of of her personality. So Sylvia Jeffries has the really high profile ones. She's Sabrina Carpenter. She's Princess Diana. She loves being famous. She loves being high profile. She's Anna Wintour. Whereas like Nadia Daly, like she's a little bit more under the radar than that. Like Sarah from the Roosevelt is very, very shy. She does, like when she does she doesn't do them that often, but when she does do one, it's like fucking huge. You know, it's a massive one. It's got King Xerxes or something like that. But Nadia Daly, like she's a little bit more strategic. She's a little more subtle and delicate in who she decides to be. So this is one of hers. Specifically in there to explore the band scene. It's like, what's going on down here in this band scene? Got a feeling there might be like a Mr. Tapscott coming through at some point. Let's get down there. Let's keep an eye open. So that's what this guy is. So he was there. This guy was in on the lineup at Meredith 2012. They're adjacent to this band, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That's Turbo Babes. That's a Turbo Babe band. All of them, there's like 12 members and they're all Turbo Babes. Yeah. Tame Impala are all Turbo Babes as well. That's Sylvia Jeffries and Nadia Daly working together. This is Nadia Daly. Other names, TNP, TNT. Yeah. That was like, yeah. Beats in Space, 1999. Yeah. Yeah. So this is like, let's see if we can, there's a Mr. Tapscott down there somewhere, we strongly suspect. We know this guy, this Mr. Tapscott. He's blown up the Death Star, like he's sued the cafe for sexual harassment and caused a great disturbance of the force by doing that. He's written a CV with jokes in it and caused a great disturbance in the force by doing that. Thank you, Kitty Callahan. She's like, whoa, yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see if he can hit the trifecta. So we'll set up a situation. I'll do cocaine. Oh, we meant cocaine. And then we'll go down and we'll like see what happens if we organize a music festival. And what happens, Mr. Tapscott tears a hole in the fabric of time and space with the help of Tim Sweeney, the DJ. Thanks, Tim. You're welcome. Nadia Daly. Yeah. So yeah, so I've been saying that the 21st of December 2012, that's the beginning of the end, but it's not the end. Yeah, so and this is the album that I first started listening to this album when I was in prison in Wellington. That's a fucking fantastic album. It really is. It's ridiculously good. And it's called The End Complete. So that was the beginning of the end. 2012. This is The End Complete. That's this year, 2025. This is Nadia Daly. So this is the lead singer of Obituary. The rest of Obituary, that's all Mr. Tapscott's. Obituary are fucking sick, and that's why. Yeah. Yeah. So, what you may have noticed there is that burning tree. That is the burning bush. That's the burning bush from the Old Testament. And so that's actually a reference to Tom, because what? Because I'd already been a little bit famous for those two things. So I blew up the Death Star, and I mentioned on the episode the other day when I was talking to Tom and Jules, they're like, "Hey, you're fucking Moses, Tom." And so, yeah, because he had to come up to the mountain, see the burning. He saw a burning bush. He had the stone tablets with the commandments of the Lord, the words of God. Those stone tablets, because stone is high quality. So what that's actually a reference to. So Meredith is the mountain. That burning tree in the Obituary, in that track, The End Complete, that's a reference to me setting fucking Meredith on fire. So Tom, and he will back this story up. He's like, yeah, you heard about it. Yeah, because he heard about Mr. Tapscott, the barista who blew up the Death Star, and also wrote a CV with jokes in it, went to Meredith and fucking destroyed the dance floor and like caused the world to explode, basically. And he's like, oh, fuck. So he went into the scene. And then, because there are more than, what that's actually a reference to, it's like the stone tablets, plural. That's like the Turbo Babes. So that's Pistol, Mr. Tapscott, Tara Bennett, Kitty Callahan, like all the cool people. And so that's Tom. Like he went to Meredith. Like he went. Yeah. And he, he's like, oh fuck. He heard about it, and then he turned up. He's like, fucking holy shit. And then he kind of like went, oh, I better guard these. And like, I better look after Mr. Tapscott. So Mr. Tapscott's legit. Like, he didn't think I was Son of Man, but he did think like, fuck, this guy's, he's got some skills. So I better like keep an eye on him and all his friends. And so that's what that was. That was Tom going to Meredith. And he's like asking around, going like, Mr. Tapscott now? He's like, yeah, well, what does he think about stuff? He's like, well, I'll tell you. He says this and this. And he heard the Sermon on the Mount. So, heard about the Sermon on the Mount? So, anyone who Meredith Music Festival knows about the red tree. So, that's a reference to that video. That's the burning bush. That red tree is the burning bush. Yeah. It's basically like a dog shit email to Meredith to say, your language is trash. Yeah, your ideas are trash. That's what that means. That's what that means. Yeah. There's a red tree. So this is from the website. There's a red tree at the back of the amphitheater. It's a dead gum tree. In about 2004, Uncle Doug decided to paint it red. It ended up being a pinky kind of red. In 2015, for Meredith's Silver Jubilee, the red tree was painted silver. In 2016, it returned to red, and there is now another tree in the SUP painted silver. Yeah. So that year that it was painted silver, that was when I was there shredding. So that was the year that Tom, he's like, oh, you got to see this guy fucking shred the D floor. And then that was the year that Tom turned up. He's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, and Tapscott's legit. In 2016, it returned to red. So that was the year I fucking went like, in the letter to Meredith, that was the rant I had. And that was the Sermon on the Mount. This is a Sermon on the Mount. And that was someone going to me like, for Sydney. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? I fucking hate Melbourne. Like, you know, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. That guy's shit, that guy's shit. It's like, I met this dickhead and he did this. I met this other fuckstick. I met Kieran, she was a bitch. Like, you know, like, it's like Melbourne fucking sucks, bro. Melbourne fucking sucks. And that was the Sermon on the Mount. And that's why the tree went from silver. It flashed silver for just that 1 year. Mr. Tapscott. The N. No, is it N or D? Yeah, the D. Yeah. Mr. Tapscott. That was Mr. Tapscott. The D. Yeah. Flash silver for that 1 year. And then went back to red when I delivered the Sermon on the Mount. Yeah. And that was Tom. Like in the Old Testament, the burning bush, because I set it on fire. The Mr. Tapscott, the sun god. Fire. Energy. Matter, energy. Red in the color spectrum. So Tara Bennett is blue. Kitty Callahan is yellow. Mr. Tapscott is red. Yeah. Yeah. But I said it a lot with those words. Yeah, because that's what it was. It was me going, oh, fuck you, fuck Melbourne, and fuck that guy, fuck that guy, fuck you, fuck that guy, fuck you. That was me. Yeah, that was the Sermon on the Mount. And then Tom, like, went to the burning bush. That was the bush burning. It's like, fuck. Like, everyone's saying Nick Tapscott's a cunt. But I know he's actually a cool guy. Fuck. I better protect him. And he came down with the stone tablets. So he sort of like he's like, I'll keep an eye on all the cool people that Nick Tapscott knows and sort of usher them. And that's why it's like, you know, I'll look after them, you know. Yeah. And that's why he's kind of Moses. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So that's how all that Mayan 2012 ended the stuff. All of that mythology. It's how it sticks together. That's nutty. Cheated all of that. All that end of the world. That's what it was a reference to. Yeah. All that Mayan mythology. That's where it all comes from. But don't forget, and we're at, that's number one, because this video is now running for 144 minutes. Or 1 hour and 44 minutes, so 144. Now it's like, yeah, that's number one. 144. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the reason that we did that is because she was like, you fucktards are fucking it up so badly that there's going to be doings and transpiring, and Mr. Tapscott himself is going to have to come down and fix some shit up. Because this is Nadia Daly. This is her character in X-Men. Like, she is the hearth. She can be a baker. She can use her power to bake bread and bake delicious things and pancakes and stuff like that. But she can also use her power to fucking torch shit. Yeah, she's a fucking psycho. And she's running out of patience with douchetards in the industry. That's her. Yeah. She's like, I want you to focus on this because she's running out of patience, because she's getting targeted by douchetards in media and stuff like that. It's like, I'm Nadia, I'm a turbo babe. She's like, you know what? You fucking, fuck you. Yeah. So don't fuck around with her. We're asking nicely, and we're asking you nicely, and also telling you not nicely. With Nadia Daly, just don't do it. Don't fuck around with Nadia Daly. she's a fucking psycho, just like the rest of us. Like, yeah. So all of that shit, like, she's mentioning, don't forget what the Aztecs were actually like. If you fucked around in, Tenochtitlan or wherever, you would get sacrificed. Like, they'd cut your heart out and stuff. Like, they'd fuck you up. Yeah. The Mayans as well, like, yeah. Brutal warriors. Absolutely ruthless. Yeah. They wouldn't think twice. Yeah. Take limbs off. Take heads off. Give you a prize. If you were a fearsome warrior in any of those cultures, yeah, you were lauded. You're a hero. Yeah. Don't fuck around with Nadia Daly. That concludes our presentation on Nadia Daly. Nadia, would you like to make a statement at this time? Tapscott, thank you so much. Deep on me today in the creepiest way. I only hope that it can get creepy, even creepier. We'll see what we can do. Well, this sounds like a challenge. Yeah. But yeah, she's very impressed by Mr. Tapscott and Smash It podcast, No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. He is Mr. Tapscott. But don't forget that she herself is also a professional communicator, and she can't wait to get stuck in and start doing her cool stuff that she wants to talk about, because she's got a lot of like really cool ideas and stuff like that. And yeah, so her message to the world is, to the people of South America, she wants to come home. She does. She wants to move back there. She wants to move back to like Mexico probably and hang out with you, Claudia Scheinbaum, and be the patron turbo babe of Central America and South America. Because she loves you all very deeply, and that is her home, her spiritual home, and she wants to return there. And I for one, think that's great. That's awesome, Nadia. It's really cool. I'll miss you. But, Sydney's not that far away. Want to catch a flight or whatever. She's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today, Nadia Daly. I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve. Hopefully you will be like, playing Nicole Hegarty in chess or something like that. She's like, yeah, something like that. It'll be something brutal but boring. Yeah. But yeah, that's fantastic news. Okay, so Claudia Scheinbaum is like, oh yeah. Yeah, so awesome. Thanks, Nadia. Thank you for everything. Yeah, we love you deeply. You're the best turbo babe. You're my favorite turbo babe. Yeah, and now Pistol as well. Have you spoken to her, Rebecca Pistol? You have. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, because you guys you guys are best friends. Yeah. That is really, really, really fucking cool. Thank you so much, Nadia. I really appreciate you. We all do. Kitty Callahan says, thanks for not inventing me something, Nadia Daly. Tara Bennett says, thank you very much for the lovely cocaine. She really appreciates it. Finally, another cool, expensive thing you can stick up your nose. Yeah, thanks for the coffee. Wake up, you baby. Yeah. Thank you, Nadia. I really appreciate that. And now she's saying, like, please make sure, underline it, Mr. Tapscott, like, your work is incredible and you must continue at all costs, even if it is your dick. Yeah, she's like, even if Bill Burr eats your dick off, you gotta keep doing No Pictures of a Bird. I might even change the title if that ever happened to No Pictures of a Burr. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right, thank you so much, Nadia. Yeah, we love you very deeply. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Now, Nadia has actually requested that I end the podcast here and watch the football. She's like, I know you work hard, Mr. Tapscott. So, yeah, you don't have to. You've ticked all the boxes. This is her talking. You smashed Nazis. You slammed some pedos. You've said Bill Burr is gay. You haven't spoken about Like a Mobile. Let's do that real quick. Let's do that really quickly. have to do the thing again. Thanks for joining us today, by the way, Bobby. Yeah, we really appreciate you, man. Yeah. You're a real cool guy. Don't forget, I'm gonna put a link in the description up to 60% off Leica Mobile. And then you can get like 120 gig for fucking, yeah, check this out. Yeah, let's check. Yeah. Look at these plans. Look at it. 120 gig for $20. 150 gig for $20. 35 gig for $10. $10 for a month of mobile phone coverage. If you just like don't use that, if you don't use that much data, like if you just got Wi-Fi at home and you just want a phone for calls and texts and like social media on the train, 20 gigs for $8. 28 days for $8. Yeah, done. Done and done. Easy. Yeah. So you just click the link in the bio, or not in the bio, but in the description of the video. Go right ahead. Get yourself some cheap data, and then you can watch No Pictures of the Bird, and even Bill Burr's podcast. You can watch that. The Monday Morning podcast, but just be aware, it's just the jokes that he can't sell on the weekend. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah. Even Shane Gillis' podcast. He's pretty funny, that guy. He's pretty funny. Yeah, I'll have Shane on the show at some point. You can't be. Just remember, it's the law of the universe, though, Shane, that you can't be gayer than Bill Burr. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, gay Vikings. Yeah. Oh no, the Vikings are coming. They're gonna wear. They're gonna steal our gold and rape our wives, and then they see the gay flag unfold. It's like, oh, that's much worse. Right, Bill. You would have been on one of those boats, mate. Gay Viking boats. Oh. Sorry, Bill. It's like, oh yeah, son of a man. How you doing, Bill? Though? Let's check in on Bill. How are you, Bill? Yeah, he's good. Okay. How's the family and stuff? Yeah, he's doing all right. You know, you networking and stuff. Yeah, he's doing a lot of cop stuff, and you're loving it because it's really like, yeah, you're not just like someone should take action anymore. Now it's like I'm taking action. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it, bro? Yeah, big time. Yeah, any big arrests? Oh yeah. Heaps of big stuff. Like heaps of big stuff's been happening behind the scenes. Kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, really cleaning up the streets now. Fucking sick, Bill. Yeah, like the Patriots. So yeah, they're doing all right. Yeah, they're up there. Yeah, doing all right. All right, cool. I think there might be a Ravens game on today. So yeah, maybe that's what I'm about to watch. Let's find out. You've been watching No Pictures of a Better podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. I'd love to thank my very special guest today. King Charles III, Bill Burr, he got a mention. Shane Gillis, he just got a mention then. Bobby Schuler. It is Bobby Schuler, right? Yeah, Bobby Schuler. What a legend. Everyone watch Hour of Power. That's cool. Like, if that's what you're into, go for it. But yeah, shout out to you, Bobby, and your ministries. Kitty Callahan's going to try and pay you guys a visit in person. He says, cool, anytime. And don't forget, yeah, come to Australia, man. Yeah, if you want to come to Sydney, maybe wait like 6 months, let it clean it. Like, hopefully we'll get the Nazi trash cleaned up, and then, yeah, just come and hang out, bro. Come and have a couple of cold beers. Yeah, or watch the baseball together or whatever. Yeah, it'd be sick. Do it. Bring the family. Yeah. Oh, beaches. Yeah, the beaches here are incredible. Like, when they're not overrun by scumbags, they're incredible. But yeah, no, Sydney is actually a very family friendly city. Yeah, big time. Yeah. Yeah, but Mr. Tapscott, you don't even have a kids. Oh I'm a sinful, debaucherous guy. What can I tell you, bro? Thanks, Bobby. A legend. Waterfords. They got to mention Waterfords. Like a mobile. Don't forget. Like a mobile. Get yourself cheap data. Aldous Harding, the best one, my favorite one, for providing the theme music to today's episode. Zoo Eyes by Aldous Harding. That's the main official theme song. And Alabaster de Plume. Special shout out to you, my friend, from Nadia Daly, who loves your work, and she recommended that we play your stuff today. So thank you very much, everyone, all, and you all, and Donald Trump, and also AFP, and Mossad, and Moose. You're right, Moose. And America, yeah, everyone, thank you. You've been watching No Pictures of a Murder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott.